Yo, welcome to basically the third episode of this little thing I got going. I didn't expect new support so soon, and the new support is actually really crazy good. This deck is super scary now. It's super consistent. I actually fucking love it. It's amazing. It's so amazing. So let's talk about the three new cards. We have the new Link 4, we have a new level 4 monster, and we have the new spell. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the new Link 4 Charmers and Pro Fusion is pretty bad. It's not a good card. It will very rarely come up. You don't actually make this turn 1, and if you do, what are you doing? Um, like I let's go over it first before I explain its effects. 2+ monsters, very generic for a Link 4. Gains 300 attack for each attribute on the field. This includes your opponent's field, so that's actually pretty nice for once. Though it's still kind of just meh because it's only boosting itself, but it's whatever. Once, while face up on the field during the main phase, target 2 monsters with the same attribute but different types, or 2 monsters with the same type but different attributes in your grave. Special summon them both. But this card and those cards cannot be used as materials until the end of the next turn. It's kind of just bad. Like, I know some people are saying, "Oh, you could just special summon this floodgate," and then it's like, yeah, but you first need a Link 4 starter for step 1 Link 4. That's already kind of like tricky, isn't enough, and there are better options if you're Link climbing. Second issue with this card, its summoning condition. Has to be same type but different attributes, or same attribute but different types. That could get a little tricky to set up, but it's just it just doesn't really pair that well for, especially for pure charmers. For pure charmers, I could kind of see this being used like turn 3, turn 4 as part of the grind game, because the new monster, you'd probably be summoning the new monster and area with it. But aside from that, there really isn't any. Oh, I guess you could summon Message Gelato and Angel. Oh no, because they can't be used as material. Never mind. So yeah, that's your only 2 targets: the new monster and area. And the reason why, or the prophecy guy, I forgot. He also qualifies for the summon, but you probably might not want to run this. I'm running this at 1 because I just love Charmers, so I gotta run this at 1. It's an Asa's in this card. Unfortunately, I'm no longer running the Curse 800 attack Asa, the Avalanching Asa. Not running this anymore. Not running that card anymore because, yes, we're already hitting 60, and it's kind of, if I want to have like the bullshit instant win hand traps, Droll, and where's Fuelos? There it is. I have to make sacrifices then. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is to be very viable. Though I could cut out 1 and then put 1 as whatever. Anyway, let's talk about the new stuff. Okay, so the new monster, which is really amazing, Familiars of the Spiritual Art, is a level 4 water reptile. Has the same familiar stat line. This card is always treated as a familiar possessed card, so that's pretty nice because you can fetch it off of Spirit Charmers, obviously. And it also gets the little funny attack boost off of Unpossessed because it's treated as a familiar possessed card, so that's pretty funny. When this card is normal or special summon, you can add a possessed spell or trap, or Ichirin. Finally, we have a way to search for Ichirin. And if you haven't noticed before, yes, I cut out the catty corns because of that. We now have a way, and it's actually a viable way to search for Ichirin. I'll get onto why. And then it's got a second effect. You can declare 1 monster type and 1 attribute. This card becomes that type and attribute until the end of this turn. That is amazing. I love that. You're going to see why, because you can easily just call Earth and boom, you got your Nefarious line instantly running up. It's really amazing and convenient. I love this card. If this card is destroyed by a card effect or battle, you can special summon a Charmer from deck or grave. I kind of wish I can special summon from face down, but yeah. The reason why I say face down is because we got a new spell that really helps out with the flip monsters a lot. So, Possess Resonance. This is not a quick play spell, which I wish it was because it's really damn good. Anyway, it's a normal spell. Targets a monster on the field, anywhere on the field. Just it could be your monster, your opponent's monster. Special summon a Charmer or familiar possessed monster with the same attribute from your hand, deck, or grave, and attack or defense face down defense position. And then you can. It's optional. You can change the targeted monster to face down defense position. This is amazing. I love this first effect so much. Basically, you can going turn 1 with this. The ideal strategy is you want to have area, and you want normal summon area, and then you use the new spell to target area, and then you summon the new monster off of that effect, and then you can grab your Ichirin. Then afterward, you use the new monster, the familiars of the spiritual arts, to change itself to an earth attribute and spellcaster, just in case you might need it, just in case. Always change them into earth spellcaster. Now I know you could say light fiend, but I want to play Charmers. Damn it, I don't want to play Fiendsmith. Anyway, change this into earth spellcaster. You got your Nefarious and you got your Ichirin. That's really amazing. That gets you the whole Charmer board of Familiar Possessed, Ichirin, and then you got your IP stuff. Awesome. So easy. So good. I love it. And then its second effect, you can banish this card from your grave. Target one monster you control, change its battle position. This may not seem much, but you could change your face down defense position monster into face up attack, which will trigger your flip charmers. So if you're going turn 2 with this, you can target your opponent's monster to essentially special summon a charmer, one of the flip charmers. Excuse me. Banish resonance, targeting the face down flip charmer. Flip it face up. Flip charmer effect. Steal your opponent's monster. It's an easy steal. Sure, it's probably gonna get fucking negated, ashed, or whatever, but it's still really good to have. I still really like it. It's still a pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed starter because the whole it requires you to have like a water, and if you don't, you could still make it kind of work a little bit because because this deck is primarily earths, you could target one of your earth monsters to special summon Asa, and then you got your Nefarious line there. It happens rarely, but it does kind of come up. But it is what it is. And then I think I already did talk about the Link Charmer. So the Link Charmer effect that I was talking about for the grind game, like on your turn 3 or 4, you could link summon into this, and then quick effect the special summon your familiar plus either Spellbook or area to basically get his effect off, or their effect, because it's a group of charmers or familiars. Get their effect off to search for resonance. And the cool thing about resonance is it special summons a charmer from deck, hand, or grave. So that's awesome. I can't get over how awesome that is. And yeah, I changed a couple of things. We're no longer running with the Vernus Hill Hills anymore because we just have more consistency with the familiars and stuff. It was getting a little cluttered with using the Vernus Hill engine. You're still going to be running 3 seedlings and 3 forest. You're still going to be running 3 Angelis, 2 Messengelados, 1 Hook Cake. You're obviously going to be running 3 Nefarious. And yeah, everything kind of looks more or less the same. I don't know. I can't remember the previous deck list, excuse me, if I had teacher or not from the last video, but I did cut off one of the fusions just to make room for the link. You're definitely going to be running the link at 0 unless you're crazy like me. Run the link at 1, and I had to sacrifice the second fusion for that. But my logic was, hey, the only time I'll be able to fusion is if I resolve Spellbook, and Spellbook lets me like just add a fusion from the hand because it's a charmer or whatever from the grave, so it shuffles itself back. So that's how I cope with it. I could have like an extra card in my hand, but nope, it's fine. It's fine. Excuse me, water. But yeah, what else do I need to talk about? I did not really change anything other than getting rid of Catty Corn, getting rid of Hills, making space for the new Bad Link 4, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and test out the new lines just so you guys can see. So this is amazing because with the new support, it makes your Spellbook of the Grand Circles even better. I don't know why Yu-Gi-Oh! Omega's artwork is all screwed up because this is supposed to show the book, but they accidentally swapped it. I don't know. Just try to ignore that. Anyway, what I see here is Angeli, which is really good. So we're going to grab Channeler. Also, I'm now running Lina and Dark because the new spell just kind of encourages you to run Lina and Dark because, let's be honest, most decks in this game are Lina and Dark. So, you know, easy steal. Why not? So that's why my deck is now 60 cards, because I'm trying to run all of this crap. We're not going to need Fuelos. I could always add Unpossessed, or I could get rid of the hand trap. I could always search for Unpossessed. It's not that big of a loss, honestly. I like having hand traps just in case they hand trap me. So this, we're going to search for Forest, and then we need something to discard for Forest. So we're going to only use 2, and what you want is you always want to summon Area this time. Like, you're probably already summoning her to begin with, but I can't state enough that you want to summon Area because of the new support cards. So we're going to go ahead, summon Area off the fusion. And not only that, but now this time around, instead of searching immediately for Possessed Partnership, you're going to be searching for the new spell. Possessed Resonance. I can't fucking sound. Shit, I can't read today. Target Area. Special summon the new familiar. Use the familiar's effect to add Ichirin. And now we got our Monster Negate online. Always, 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 from here on, after you do your search, change the familiar into an Earth spellcaster. Always do that just in case, because you know we Earth lock ourselves, and there may be cases where we need the extra Earth body or the spellcaster type in order to go into Nefarious. Always keep that in mind. Now we're going to use Asa's effect, discarding Angeli to search for Forest. And then we just play like we played it from the last video. We're going to special summon the Angeli, and then we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and do the Psychic line. We're going to special summon Bulb. We're then going to go into Serene. Effect. Really easy stuff. Grab your Possessed Partnership. Bulb effect. Go into Omnibuster. There we go. Now from here on out, you have 2 choices here. Do you want to have the Ashura King, or do you want to have the Queen? Honestly, I like having an extra negate. So instead of going for Queen, I'm going to go for the extra negate. And you might be wondering, how are you going to get the extra negate? Actually, it's going to be really stupid. Watch this. Yeah, I already had the negate in form of Ash, but fuck you. I want to have an penultimate monster negate and a body on board. That's how. Yeah, I probably should have just gone for Queen instead and kept the Ash, but hey, I like the Ashura King because that could easily kill your opponent over if they don't contest this. So yeah, pretty good stuff, and of course you always have this little effect on you just in case. So on their turn, you could special summon one of the flip charmers. In this case, it will be like Asa, Win, or whoever you detached, and then special summon them face down, and then on your next turn, you could banish the spell. Actually, wait a minute, you could just flip them up like normal. Okay, maybe I am stupid. Well, anyway, this is a pretty good board. It's a pretty good board. You have access to Fusion Teleport, blah, 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 blah. You already know if you saw the last video. If you didn't, then what are you doing here? Go check out those other videos. Though you kind of get a rundown. Okay, so this hand is kind of shit because if we get interrupted, we lose instantly. But I'll play it through. I'll play it through because you guys could kind of see what the deck can do pure, basically. So we're gonna send away Teleport Fusion and the Gelato because they do nothing, and then we're gonna go into Circle, Fusion everybody, and because we're fusioning everybody, we can summon as many bodies as we like. Always special summon area and always grab the spell. Thinking. Yeah, we could grab the Ashura King from this. So, but before we do the Ashura King, make sure we use the spell first. Go ahead and fetch our Ichirin. One problem is we are nibbable here. Your opponent could like quickly nib you, and then that would be kind of troublesome. But then again, if you had like Angeli in your hand or whatever, it's like, whatever, man. I still got my other plays going. Anyhow, always immediately change you into Earth Spellcaster, even though we don't have anything that will Earth lock ourselves yet. So go ahead, make Ashura King. And then go ahead, make Nefarious special summon, excuse me. Go ahead, do the usual Nefarious line into IP. And there we go. Just from one circle this time, we end off with Ashura King, IP, Possessed Partnership, and Ichirin, just from circle. And then you got 2 extra cards. Without a normal summon at that, too. That's really awesome. I really like that. Again, if you get interrupted, you're kind of screwed, unless your other 2 cards in hand is pretty decent enough. Alright, so what I see here is more or less the same thing as last time, except we have Glow Up Bulb. We could special summon normal summon Glow Up Bulb after we do all of that, and instead of Nefarious special summon whatever shmup, we do Nefarious special summon Glow Up Bulb, and then do this whole psychic thing. You guys know where it leads to. It's pretty easy. Alright, anything interesting? Because I do want to show you guys how to play if we open up something like this. I mean, it's still full combo. You guys kind of understand it. So, draw phase, we're going to go Spirit Charmers, and we're going to discard the Glow Up Bulb, because having Glow Up Bulb in your grave is amazing. For Nefarious, it's the best Nefarious target. So this hand is actually kind of interesting here. So what I see here is we can grab Angeli from Seedling, and then we get our Dolce stuff going by normal summoning Angeli. There's just one small thing. I just want to show you guys what it would be like if I didn't have this, you know. All right, so pretend I did not have Seedling. Just so I guys could show you how this would work if you didn't open like any good normal summons except for the new familiar, and you didn't open Spellbook, obviously. So what could you do with just Spirit Charmers plus the new familiar monster? So what we're going to do is we're gonna grab. Sorry, I'm just thinking. So we could play around hand traps, and if we want to play around hand traps, I would say get Possessed Partnership and get Res. But if you are confident that you're not going to get hand trapped, I say get Res and set the Awakening. And the reason I say that is because I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Is because we could do this: normal summon Res, or normal summon the familiar. Grab Ichirin. Go ahead and activate Ichirin. We're gonna change you into Spellcaster Earth, and because I do actually run, because we're playing, I keep telling you guys, run Channeler. You're obviously gonna run Channeler with this deck, but you could also summon Familiar Possess also. Or I can. Okay, whatever. We get the draw one. Yay. What else can we do here? Do we have? Yeah, we do have glow up. So let's go ahead. Do glow up plays. Glow up. Do the psychic line. And yeah, this gets us a psychic line. I did the chain in the wrong order, but just pretend that my opponent has Ghost over and I just chain block them. Go ahead and set Teleport Fusion. Go ahead and use Glow Up Bulbs effects. Did we seriously? Oh my god, what a mill. That's a funny mill, dude. That's a really funny mill. And yeah, that boy gets us. Well, you're not supposed to get the psychic line. I just so happen to get lucky with the psychic line, but yeah, it gets you. Did we search? Yeah, it gets you this minus the Omni and the Teleport. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. All right, that's kind of funny. I keep forgetting you can actually use the familiars. Why though? Why? What the fuck? I thought. Hold on. Using Charmers and Familiar Possessed monsters. This is a Familiar Possessed? What? That's not. What the fuck? Like, I know you could use the new monster because it's treated as a Familiar Possessed, but what the fuck? This is a Familiar Possessed? This can't be. Am I not reading something right? Oh no, Yu-Gi-Oh players do not read their cards. Using Charmers and or Familiar Possessed monsters from hand or field. This is not a Familiar Possessed though. This is just Awakening of the Possessed. What? Is it because there's something weird in Japanese? You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that at all. That's funny. So we use 2, huh? I can't make Ashura King, but I could grab the Unpossessed. And I guess I could grab the Res for next turn. That's... Why can you do that? Why can you do that? Okay, whatever. Ignore that. Alright, so what do we have here? We have full combo. Like, crazy full combo. So, I'll show you just how. We're gonna shuffle back Res, because we could just search it again. And I guess we'll shuffle back the Lina, because we don't... in case we go for like Unpossessed, we have the option to special summon Lina off of Unpossessed. You know, the whole thing I keep saying every now and then in the previous videos. So what I see here is Asa turn Angeli into a Vernacell and then Vernacell pitch Bulb. So we're going to use 3. Use the effect, always grab Res and special summon area, and then from here just get enough bodies for Ashura King. Yep. And then go ahead, click on you. The new spell, special summon. Search for Ichirin. use Ichirin. Make sure you always change the new familiar into an earth. We could actually just normal summon. we could also do that, but we want to get the Ashura King out, and by doing that, we're gonna go ahead and search for seedling. Search for Angeli. So we could do this. So go for Angeli, I guess. Oh wait a minute, I'm stupid. I meant to special summon the seedling so I can go into who. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Watch this. It's fine. Even though I choked here, I was supposed to summon seedling so I can go into Ashura King. It's fine. I'll show you guys why. Watch this. Go into you. Just don't repeat this. Just actually summon seedling, please. Don't screw up like I did. Go into Ashura King. Normal summon Angeli, and then there we go. There we go. Make queen, and then do that, and then go ahead and make the psychic line. Do that. Chainlink 1 Nefarious, Chainlink 2 Sorceress. Set Teleport Fusion. Add Possessed Partnership. Bulb Effect. Go ahead and make Omnibuster. And there we go. Full board. Absolutely full board. Easy board too. This is actually super consistent with the new support card because of the whole new spell and monster thing. Really awesome. It's just fantastic. It's just so good. So if any of you guys are new here or whatever, I highly recommend watching the previous videos I made on for how to play Charmers. What you're seeing here is a negate and destroy monster effect from anywhere: hand, field, grave, banish, whatever. This detach one, then target 2 Madolche cards in your grave, shuffle those back, and then non-target shuffle cards from your opponent's field back to deck. That's really good. And then Omnibuster is each time your opponent activates a card effect on the field, you can pay 2,000 life points, declare a card type, monster, spell, or trap, and then your opponent reveals a random card in their hand, and if it's that card type, it gets banished until the end of the turn. Cool thing about that is you could this is not a once per turn, it's technically thrice per turn. You only please, I can't mention this enough. Use this twice per turn, otherwise you won't have enough life points to banish everybody off the absolute Axon Kicker. Because, of course, like I said, you don't have enough points. So you can use this up to 2 times. Keep in mind, you can only declare each type once, so it's most likely going to be monster or spell. The only time you're ever going to declare trap is if you're playing against like Labyrinth or some trap-heavy deck. So, yeah. And then whenever you feel threatened, you can use Teleport Fusion, yeah. Banishing the Omnibuster and the Sorceress from field or grave. Special summon absolute Axon Kicker effect. Pay 2,000 life points. Banish all face-up cards your opponent controls. This card can't be destroyed. And if this card's in the grave except the turn it was there, you can banish it to special summon Oracle. And Oracle's also really good because he's a inherent summon, special summon negate. And it banishes too, so that's really good. And then he also has a self-revival effect where if this card is sent to grave, you can banish a teleport from your grave. Special summon the card. Really good. Then you got your Madolche Prom. Target a card on the field and 1 Madolche on field or grave. Negate first and then return that card back to that Madolche card back to your hand. That's really good. You have no idea the amount of times people would like call by the hook cake I would like return back to my hand or whatever, and the effect still goes off because it negates first and then returns. And then you got your Possessed Partnership, the best Charmer card. Well, interruption during your turn, your opponent's turn. Special summon a Charmer face up or face down, and then if you have 2 or more attributes, pop a face up card on the field, non-targeting. really good stuff. I love this board. This is the full board. Really good stuff. I think you can actually. I'm thinking if you can actually possibly get IP out with this, and then have all this other crazy stuff. Probably not, because I think that was just a really good hand. I don't know. The average inboard is usually going to be, well, it depends. It depends on your hand. If you have access to Circle and you resolve Circle, it's probably going to be Ichirin, Possess Partnership, and then like maybe Ashura King. It just really depends on what you open with. But this hand is actually really consistent. All right, so we open. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We have Angeli too. That's amazing. And we just grabbed Channeler, the Asa Channeler from Grand Circle, and then pitch the Angeli off of the Asa Channeler to grab Forest, send Blob, and special summon Angeli. Yeah, this is full board. This is full board. Easy. This hand is full board too, except you don't get. Well, you could if you really want to. You could change this into an Angeli, and then you have your Madolce line. But that's up to you. Whether or not you value the Psychic line or the Madolce line more. You can do either or. And then you got the full Madolce, the full Charmer stuff. So that's pretty good. Good hand. This is another good hand. It's not a Circle, but you do have Angeli, so that's already amazing enough. So what I would do here is, but you do have to exchange a normal summon. That is true. Man, imagine if the new familiar was an Earth. This would have actually been super broken. This would have been super broken. There's a lot you could do with this line. I could go the Asa Channeler, pitch Angeli, grab Forest, and then do all that stuff. Or I can grab area, use res, targeting area to special summon the new familiar, and then just do the whole. I think I already showed. Yeah, I did show you guys that. But then you wouldn't be able to normal summon Angeli, so that's kind of true. It's really up to you, huh? Alright, this hand isn't as great as I thought it would be. I mean, I would if it were me, I'd probably grab the Asa Channeler and then just grab Possess Partnership. Do this. Targeting, grabbing you. And then, yes, we're sacrificing the Ash to go for Bulb. And then go for you. And then go you, targeting you, just in case someone's playing Snake Eyes and has Hida in their extra deck. In case. You can never be sure. And then we're gonna special summon Asa. And then from there, we'll do Nefarious. Special summon Bulb. Go for you. Sorceress. Chainlink 1 Nefarious. Chainlink 2 Sorceress. Set the Teleport Fusion. Grab Awakening. Bulb Effect. Go into Omnibuster. And there we go. Solid hand. Solid board. Could have, yeah, that's probably the best you could do. It's pretty okay, I guess. We don't have to sacrifice no normal summon because we have Circle, so don't even bother with that. I always like to start with Circle first, just in case my opponent drolls me. Like, honestly, the droll hurts more than the Ash, so do that. And then we're going to go ahead and return you because we don't need you. I see. We're getting rid of one of the Asas. Question is, do I want to use... we don't need the Dolce stuff. I don't feel like it. I like doing the psychic stuff sometimes. And then we're gonna do these to search for Asa. And then we'll go at Awakening. You guys already know where this is going. We're gonna use 3 as material. Would be funny if I just top deck the Angeli or Hoot Cake. Area. Special summon more fodder for the Ashura King. Bro. That's... Damn. I should have just went for the fucking channeler so I could normal summon the bulb and get both my Angeli and Psychic Line play. But it is what it is. That's funny though. We're gonna go ahead and use... I forgot to use Res. Oops! We don't get Ichirin. Pretend I use Res, target you, grab the new flip. Grab the new familiar. Grab Ichirin, change the familiar to Earth. Ooh. Yup, I shotgunned that way too quick. My bad. That's unfortunate. You guys already know where this is going. Whoops. You're supposed to summon a level 3 idiot so you can get the Ashura King. God, you're stupid. Well, technically, I can do this. Actually, who's in the grave? Lina. Alright. There we go. Attaboy. We did it. We did it. That's so stupid. I'm done. Alright. Wow. Okay, I'm stopping this. You guys understand it. It's already almost 40 minutes long. I hope you guys enjoy this little update video. I didn't mean to take that long, but you guys understand the new line, the new routes and stuff. Very easy. Okay, let's see. What else do I need to explain? Okay, if you start with just familiars, you're obviously not going to add Ichirin. You're going to add the res and then use... make sure you use familiar's effect right afterward to change it Earth, then use res to make it target this to bring out Asa, and then go to Nefarious line, and then you get your Possess Partnership and IP out. And if you start with this and there is no monsters on the field, just pray to God that you have a Earth or a Water that you can summon. If your opponent has a monster, you could probably steal their monster without the exchange of a normal summon, so that's pretty good. Even better if it's a Water, because then you could... actually, no. What am I thinking of? Why would it be better if it's a Water? I mean, yes, you do get this, but you don't get to steal their monster. I mean, I guess it does maybe do something. It just depends on your hand. And then, yeah. This is definitely a one-card starter. This is possibly a one-card starter. Depends on the board state and your opening hand, and if you're going first or second. But you still want to run both of these at 3. They're amazing. They're really, really, really amazing. Though you could make the argument saying, hey, you're just gonna search this up anyway from the Spellbook. This is a better normal summon than that. It's still necessary, so maybe cut it down to 2, or even 1 if you're crazy. But I think it's good enough to be at 3. This you could probably cut down to 2. Because although, well, 3 if you're going second, 2 if you're going first. So you could put like 1 copy in the side deck or whatever. It's just, I would say run 3. Okay, you can get away with running like 2 or even 1. But personally, for me, 3 is really nice to see because it just makes the deck really consistent, I feel like. You're obviously going to be running 3 Spellbooks, 3 Magician and Prophet, 3 Secrets, 1 Channeler, 1 Familiar Possessed Asa. This is optional, but to me, it's not. I highly recommend you run 1 Familiar Possessed Asa. 3 Angelis, because it's really nice to see. 3 forests, so you can dump your glow-up bulb. 3 glow-up bulbs, just so you can see the glow-up bulbs. Just, get the psychics more consistently out. 3 instant win cards, 3 instant win cards, the anti-instant win card. What else? Obviously, 1 Ichirin. 2 familiar possesses. Always have 2. Please don't put 1. Please don't. Don't make that mistake. In the grind game, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose because you put 2. 1 unpossessed, 1 awakening, 1 teleports. I'm going at this out of weird order. 1 hoot cake, 1 hoot cake, 2 familiar nefariouses. Because if you open with 1, you're probably gonna be using that 1 to search for hoot cake off the channeler. Just so you have access to your Madolce line or whatever. So yeah, you want to have at least 1 of these guys in your deck so you can special summon the bulb from your grave or do the nefarious line or whatever. Always have to. Always have to. Trust me. Don't ever cut this to 1. Not even when side decking. Please don't. It's very important to keep this at 2. You might get a no. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Always have this at 2. Always have this as 2. Always, 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 always. I learned my lesson the hard way when playing at locals and I think it was like regionals. The one time I played at a regional, I could have won against Cashier, but god damn it, I sided by 1 of these and I just lost because of that. Because I had the chance to search for this one, but I couldn't, so I had to search for like something else. I think it was like unpossessed, but I lost because screw you, Fenrir can just banish. And it doesn't count as destroy or whatever. So yeah. Hold on, because I accidentally. There we go. So this is the deck list. Hope you guys enjoy that. Probably would make more videos if they add new support. Here's hoping that. Well, my deck is getting really cluttered. If they have to make new support. And if it's the extra deck monster, you might see. You probably might see 1 of these 2 getting cut, honestly, because I refuse to side out the Charmers. I refuse. At least the original 4, because I would also put the Link Lina and Link Dark, but it's getting really tight. I probably would get rid of Oracle. That's just good for the grind game, but doesn't really do anything else other than the grind game. So you could take out the Oracle, and you definitely can take out the Link 4. But I'm not doing that. I'm not. Asa's in that card. And I know advanced. I'm missing 1 more Asa. I can't spell. I'm awful at spelling. Shit. What do I take out? It has to be 1 of the instant win cards. But no, those are instant win cards. I can't get rid of those. All these are pretty necessary, honestly. Yeah. I'll take out a Fool of those 4. There we go. Perfect. Alright, see you guys next time.